folks. We're back into it. We're back into the action here. Overpass between ATK and Complexity. Now this time, well, the logos were working. Why'd they go away? Well, all right. We don't have team logos. I promise they were working in the pregame, and then they decided to just try. Great. But we're all good. We're into the fun here. And Swisher, he started off early with a kill, but Grim immediately trades it back. So Connector is firmly won by Complexity here. And with 3 players down towards Banana, this is going to get interesting here. Banana being the B site, because there's not really a banana on this. Do you have a banana call on Overpass, John?
I do not.
I know some people call like the area outside of bathrooms that sort of curves around Banana, but I think that's more of an EU thing.
Yeah, I think it might be. It's more short A there. Yeah.
I just call it either bench or outside bathrooms, or divider if they're right in the divider.
Well, suffice to say, no one's there this round. Complexity are heading in towards Monster at this point, and the B site is pretty much free and clear for the taking. Very good read on the Complexity side after engaging towards the A site early on, and now they're just going to use a bunch of util, get a free bomb.
Goodbye, DJ. That's going to make this retake tough. That was their one man sort of kind of on the site. Now at this point, with time to work their way into their corners. I think Floppy was kind of heard getting here in towards water, but it's not like that's going to make a huge difference. They were going to clear it regardless, and Floppy's still going to get his. And at this point, it's starting to look bleak. MisteM doing some work. Grim out of bullets. Gets his bell rung. Brings it down to the 1v1. Time is certainly an issue, though. Time is certainly an issue. No kit for MisteM. Don't know if one's down. Don't think so. He's got the kill, but does he have the round? No, he does not. It's over. That's going to be the pistol round for Complexity.
Yeah, nice crispy shots coming through from MisteM at the very least, giving himself a 4K and building up perhaps a little momentum for himself in terms of that aim. But as you mentioned, yes, Complexity still pick up the round and take this one 1-0. Take the lead in this one 1-0. Looking at that previous map, the top performers, Grim was right behind JT at the 28 and 18 and 101.8 ADR, but the IGL, as mentioned, at the top with 29 frags, and a plus 11 kills at that differential, and 117.8 ADR. That is a rare top frag performance from JT, but he certainly earned his keep in that map.
Yeah, he certainly did. The one stat I'm really curious about is first kills. Because it felt like, especially in that second half, right? Complexity were bullying the B presence in particular with those first kills. Swisher gets himself a kill. That's a huge one, actually. Because it also might distract from how much of this presence is up towards A. The problem is Complexity is starting to find their feelers in towards B and realize, well, there's no one at home. This was a heavy stack. And with the positioning now available, Grim might just be able to control the rotations. This is going to get tough. Grim, hearing these footsteps, hearing them. All here. Knows that they're present. They actually don't want to go through the choke point. They're trying to fake that they're rotating back up. But maybe that's just a beta response from Grim. This is kind of an odd one, frankly. 3 players alive. I think they're saving. They're saving.
I mean, not a bad call. They forced up into this round. They got an A1S and a scout to save on forward. Maybe DJ can hang around a little longer. No, he's going to back off too. He's already right next to his teammates. So that'll be that. Complexity only need 2 frags in the round to win it. And reminder, guys, Complexity have looked very, very good on the pass over the last little bit. They did defeat Outsiders here 16-13. Floppy and hallzerk top fragging there with 20 frags apiece. And then against Fnatic, that one was just a complete and utter stomping. 16-3 win there. And hallzerk top fragged at 19 and 8. And definitely he's going to be a player to watch. Maybe not as much on T side, but definitely on CT side with that AWP.
Yeah, most decidedly. I mean, really, at any point, right?
Right.
Get it done with the rifles, too, which we might be seeing here. 5 rifle buy. Not a lot to show on the other side. The 1 A1S is going to be critical. Want to get something done. It's in the hands of Pluto. Pluto didn't have the best of times on Inferno. But this time he's going to start off nicely with a cheeky boost up, appear through the tiny little window, and a floppy found right off the rip. Look at this aggressive posturing towards long as well, John. This is going to get spicy. Good flashbang. Pluto can't quite punish again. And this time he gets his bell wrong. And, oh, they've got firm control of the rifle. So it's mostly just going to be USPs that they have to deal with. Bowden's been spotted. This is getting real weird. The player in Playground could make things even more awkward if he finds a cheeky flank, but Complexity might just be withdrawing at the right moment. Swisher on the flank. They're going to get that rifle, so they've got that rifle still. And they've got the sight on the Complexity side. Bomb going down. How does ATK even want to approach this with the hodgepodge buy they've got, man?
Honestly, you don't. It's as simple as that. It's not just the buy-up, but the positioning right now is completely off for them. There's really no point in going for this retake, so just keep the guns you've got. You're going to have the economy anyway in the following round, and at least it saves you a couple of buys as Bowden maybe going to stick with that scout and MisteM with the A1S. Bowden's fighting a little bit longer, obviously, so he's not to the op anyway, and he gets the headshot onto hallzerk. So a parting gift, perhaps, for ATK, but that's all they're going to put.
All right. Mix things up a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not going to cause any big economic deprivations over to the Complexity side, right? They're going to be A-okay, but you maybe make it sting just a little bit. Might matter in the long game, and, well, if ATK could crack through here, it would certainly be a good start to getting involved in that long game. hallzerk's got the op, though, John. He's got the AWP.
Oof.
Bowden on the other side, too. Yeah.
I mean, Inferno's not really an op-duel type of map, but Overpass absolutely is. Oh, and hallzerk wins the first duel through the smoke, Mike.
We set it up. We set it up as the duel of this match, and hallzerk wasted no time getting involved, letting us know who he thinks is coming out on top. Pluto, though, there's some revenge on Grim, right? Bullied so many times on Inferno. This time, gashes him off in towards Connector. But again, ATK have gone for a really, really heavy lean towards one side of this map. A massive gamble coming through here. There's a player holding this periphery. Floppy might get caught. They're double pushing this. He's got to move because he's got the bomb as well. He'll have no expectation that this flank's going to be coming through. Oh my goodness, MisteM. Timing is going to be everything in this round. They've rotated up towards A, knowing that it's not coming towards B, knowing they've got all that ground. And if MisteM finds the timing here, if he can catch them on their heels. What do they do? Do they ever check? They haven't checked. Oh, Floppy's exposed. MisteM knows what he's got. Does he hold his presence for two? Oh, spots the second as well. He knows he's got him. He knows he's got him. FaNg, though, finds the first kill, and that's going to be the bomb drop. hallzerk, does he turn around? He lives. He lives. The madman. He gets the kill as well. Okay. Back. I was going to say into the 2v2, but never mind. JT's now made moves on towards A. How much, or B, rather. They've got 30 seconds. They've got enough time to make this work. And JT's just slipped into graffiti. They know. They've seen each other. Pluto knows. Should know, at the very least. Molotov secures it. Oh, but not the round. Bomb's going down. Nate will be lined up. That might take hallzerk low, but he's posted on the angle. Pluto with a popper of a flash. Doesn't do anything to blind hallzerk. And wow, that round got spicy. But hallzerk, he's the spiciest meatball of them all.
Oh, goodness gracious. I mean, look, MisteM, I love the patience there, but maybe just a little bit too patient. Waited and waited and waited for his opportunity to strike. Once he does, he cannot finish off hallzerk, and, well, look who's the difference maker in the round. hallzerk with the 3K. Even on that T side, he is still a force to be reckoned with that AWP. And we are going to jump into this next round with Complexity off to a 4-0 lead. It is echoes of Inferno, Mike, with Complexity once more really dominating the opening moments of play. FaNg is going to push up here towards the B site. Yeah, I was just going to say they're already flirting with pushing on to B, but Swisher and Bowden do get a couple, make that a 3-piece.
That was a great read from ATK, right? They stack the site, and this is exactly where Complexity go when they try and up the pace, and it's going to be clean. It's going to be all 5. It's going to be a massacre. Upgrades available, AKs at hand, and ATK are on the board early. It's not quite that dramatic run that we had.
Yeah, good job by them to put a stop to that push from Complexity. Complexity just had nothing doing. It was a nice read on the ATK side, expecting potentially a quick hit to come through, and they do not make a single mistake. Complexity. Just gonna have the pistols here, Mike. Yep.
I was just saying, little deagle duel there early. Nothing too exciting though. DJ coming out on top of it, and ATK looking to put a little comfort. This is what they like couldn't do ever on Inferno, is actually find comfortable wins against those pistol rounds. Right? The ecos were so challenging for them, and well, seems like that's not going to be an issue this time around. Maybe, unless
Well,
John.
yeah,
Unless
it's not over, right? One shot can make a difference here for Complexity. Did Pluto see that? Thought for a second FaNg might be able to do something, but he does not. Pluto gets a 2K, and it's all up to hallzerk. A deagle in his hand, no armor, no utility, but he does have the bomb on his back.
And he does have a JT sticker on the barrel. Praying to his IGL, but his IGL will not answer. Rip.
Rip indeed. So anti-eco does go the way of ATK this time. And they cut that lead in half to 2.
Heavy utility exchange early on. No substantial damage taken just yet for the Complexity side. And they've gained a lot of ground here towards B. But once again, it's the heavy presence. 4 players into B early. And they're going to net 2 kills. This is huge. Grim with an answer back at the very least. But they're going into the stack site. And these flashbangs are brutal from ATK. No one on Complexity can even see. They pass the smokes, though. Pass the smokes and MisteM. A cheeky play on top of the top barrels. Yes, he'll be punished, but there's no getting away from this one for hallzerk. The faster play for Complexity is punished once more. So the tendency we've now seen here established from ATK is they're very willing to stack that B side early to shut down any of these faster plays coming out of Cole.
Yeah, it's not only that. I mean, they were aggressive themselves, right? Boosting over the wall. Not over yet. FaNg is going to get that headshot onto DJ. Picks up the bomb. 48 seconds on the clock. Could rotate back towards the A site, but Pluto's likely going to cut him off. Tries to come through, and that's what happens. So Pluto gets the last frag. Nice left from FaNg, but ATK will find their 3rd in a row. But yeah, no, like I was saying, Mike, I mean, ATK boosted over the wall. They were shooting into construction over top of it. Swisher trying to just stomp on them with bullets, and it worked out very, very well for ATK.
That it did. That it did. Spicy indeed. Now, I mean, Complexity having to take the bitter pill of an eco. They'll take the time out. They want to talk things through at this point. Figure out what's actually going wrong. Figure out how they might adjust in here to keep the pressure up. Because for ATK, when they're starting to build, comfort starting to build, momentum starting to build, all the things you want going in your way on a map like Overpass. Or really any map. Those things are non-map specific, John.
I mean, look, on Overpass, one thing that is map specific, of course, is that CT sided. So you do want to get as many CT rounds under your belt as possible. Already being down, well, what was 4-0 early on was troublesome for ATK, but they have recovered very well. And they've also forced Complexity onto another pistol round. We've seen how good Complexity can be with those pistols, though. So let's see if they can charge on through to the B side quickly and do some damage this time. Grim's already up to pillar. No one's really here. And Grim's just running right up to sidewalk. MisteM gets one, but Grim gets the headshot and upgrade to an A1S. This should be a bomb plant. What happened on the defense here for ATK?
Spice, again, coming through the bomb plant in, but MisteM at least is trying to bail them out of this, and he has done indeed. 3 huge kills needed to happen here. And indeed, it is going to be the cleanup here for ATK. Still, you're absolutely right. That was way too much. If you don't have the big play from MisteM, that could have easily, I mean, if MisteM drops to that first Tech 9, right, that easily could have been unrecoverable for ATK.
Oh, no question. I mean, the fact that Grim's able to walk all the way to sidewalk and get behind enemy lines pretty much, and also find that first headshot, it was crazy. I don't know. There should have been more presence on that B site. Strange decision-making from ATK. Look, they still win the round, but you give up a bomb plant, you help bolster the economy on the Complexity side, and now this next buy-up is going to be a much more potent.
Curious to see if this is enough to coax complexity back in to those fast B hits. No, it'll be a bit more of a default spread. They've been punished on those, right? It's time to move off. Time to shift to something else.
I don't think ATK is going to let that happen again. Connector, but FaNg right there for the trade to even things out at a 4v4. HP still favoring ATK very slightly. And Floppy's just going to spam through that smoke to make sure no one tries to push through it, but they are going to. DJ and MisteM, I think this is too risky, but they're going to try for it. Floppy spams one down, doesn't get the second, and Bowden finds hallzerk. So even out at a 2v2, despite the fact that MisteM continuing to push up there could have cost him his life and maybe the round.
How do they actually adjust to this, right? They know there were players in stereo on towards either site. You assume the CTs might work to play together, but it's going to be so risky on the first phase. And JT doesn't know if they don't have bomb, right? Because there was that push-out monster, he's concerned that it could have happened. But this will be recoverable. 45 seconds. There should be enough time to get this back towards a bomb site. And if they continue on the path they're thinking about, should be viable to get A and get a bomb plant, get a post plant for free. So ATK have gambled poorly. They have drunk from the wrong chalice. Now at this point, let's see if they can recover in time or if their flesh will melt from their bones. How they know? They're splitting up. This is interesting. First player's been heard behind the dumpster. Yeah. Bowden well heard. He's not making any secret of this. He's actually trying to distract to set up his teammate here on the flank. That's MisteM coming on through. But now MisteM's throwing utility, so they should know about both of them. Question is, how do you read and respond if you're complexity? FaNg clearing that. Oh, the timing! He just missed seeing the ankle of Bowden. Would have had the complete exposed flank. But instead, they get the kill on the first rifler. Now, this is really tough. I mean, you're just running out of time here if you're Bowden. You have to focus on the truck guy. You know you don't have the clock here anymore. This one's done.
He's got nowhere to go either. Oh, he's probably going to lose the op. Can he get away?
I think he lives here in the corner.
He should be okay. You're right. Okay. He does have that corner to fall back into, but
shouldn't live in that corner if I'm being real.
Yeah.
The bomb's like right there, bro.
Yeah. We need an adjustment to the bomb explosion radius like we had in Inferno.
And Ancient, yeah.
An Ancient, yeah.
Detonate everybody. No more saves. That's the way you punish. You know, everyone's talking about, like, how do we change the meta to make it a faster-paced game with the constant save meta? Just make the bomb kill everybody.
Yeah, just
you're
the
still
whole
alive, just gone.
No saves.
No saving.
Complexity, though, are back on the scoreboard, and there is a beautiful nade toss, but a better response from DJ, and Grim through the wall takes MisteM down for the count, and JT gets Swisher as well. 4v3, looked like ATK would have the edge, but instant responses from the complexity side, and now they know they've got the attention garnered towards that B site, which means they might poke and prod towards A, which would be a good idea. There's only one player here, and that's Pluto in bathrooms.
Seems like they're regrouping back towards B. At least the bomb's hedging this way. It's interesting how eager ATK are to play the 4B, right? We're seeing a lot of rounds where they're going for these boost ups, they're going for these 4Bs, and it's netted some success. But as we see in this round, once complexity are kind of wary to the tricks, you start to pre-fire, pre-aim the boost spots. You start to spam the panels. You start to find the ways to punish those more aggressive peaks. Bowden down for the count, and there's another as well. No chance to respond here. Pluto should probably just get the heck out of dodge. He will drop the bomb, though. I might keep him here. JT's recovered. Grim naded low. This is kind of spicy. But FaNg will make sure it doesn't get any more interesting.
That's a situation where, yeah, I understand Pluto peeking around, maybe trying to find one to lead into something else, but saving, not a bad idea, because it would have helped your economy a little bit. Even if it's just one player, it's something to help ensure that your CT economy stays a little healthier, but Pluto decides to go for the fight and will be down for the count. Complexity get their second in a row, and they re-extend their lead to 2 rounds. Did like the way they played that one. They obviously could have rotated back towards the A site with so much attention garnered towards that B site, but instead they decided to play the slow game, were patient, got their execute perfectly done with the flashbang thrown from JT to open up that space, and the frags came in quickly afterwards. So 11th round of play, and Complexity are looking for that 7th, but ATK did have enough money to get a proper buy-up in terms of hardware, Mike, but Util, very light.
Oh, the punish. MisteM looked like he had it. He's just trying to find something for his team, and again, it's this 4B. It's so resource intensive. You wonder when Complexity start to take space, but at least here, Bowden's going to be able to punish Grimmin towards connector, and here's Complexity taking that space, but they're still focused on the potential connector fight. They're going to find a lot of room to work in towards A. Pluto moving into the bathrooms. The timing on this could work out. These players who are coming out the fountain have to be aware that this is a possibility now, right? They have to be aware that the bathrooms hasn't actually been cleared out. Floppy's maybe being a bit willy-nilly, but coming in late, JT's going to be the insurance policy. Still, they need the kills in the front. JT, he's not here on time. He's checking long. That's a big frag to find, but Pluto could still find the timing on this. They have no idea. They have no clue. And hallzerk is going to suffer for it. Floppy as well. Leaves it all to JT in the clutch in a 1v3. The one advantage is they have at no point in this round known JT's position. They have never known where he's playing from, but that shadow will give it away. And the kill will follow. A 5th round here for ATK. Complexity cannot seal the deal on this one.
Yeah, despite the fact they didn't know JT's positioning, there were just too many bodies up, and they were covering most of the angles. Unluckily for JT, 2 players, in fact, watching long A at that moment, and as you mentioned, saw the shadow, and that was the round. But Pluto was the key piece there, just snuck around in the short bathrooms, waited for his opportunity to strike. No idea on the Complexity side that he was there. He gets the first onto hallzerk, the follow-up as well, which is icing on the cake, and, well, once they had that advantage, they would not rescind it. So ATK staying in this one, picking up a 5th round, and they do need, I mean, I would say, Mike, a decent lead on their CT side. I want to say strong lead, but that's not really possible anymore because they've already been denied double digits in Complexity from T side.
Bowden boost. That was spicy, but Bowden adjusts in time. Thought hallzerk might get the better of him there. Now it's still going to be pressure on, but there's enough presence here. Pluto tooling around in the bathroom. He's going to get his... Can't get away, but Bowden is there to keep him safe, and they are bailing out of here. So this heavy focus in towards bathrooms has worked out beautifully. Bowden all over the place, delivering the frags that they need to stay healthy. And now for Complexity, I mean, how do you even approach this in the 2v5, right? It's a desperate situation.
Mm-hmm. You don't have bomb control either, and you know that ATK's watching it. Bowden right there looking for his 3rd frag on the round, and Complexity just thinking, do we try for this? Maybe. FaNg peeking around the corner. Will likely walk into that crosshair very shortly unless Bowden's gone off of it. FaNg recovered the bomb. 37 seconds left, and there is Bowden's 3rd. Grim, last one standing, probably position known as he grabs that bomb. Smoke drone probably going to be down for the count here. Does get one onto Pluto. Can he pull off the heroics? Only 23 seconds left. It doesn't seem likely, but he does get a second. The thing is, he needs a path to the site, and it's just not going to be there for him. MisteM, the final blow, and ATK have tied it up again.
So, 6-6, we approach the end of this half. This round, presumably not going to be too much to say for Complexity, but as we've said before, these rounds have been the ones that have gotten most interesting. Oh, an aggressive face here toward the tunnel. They're watching for it. MisteM gives himself up for free. He's tried that a few times. But it's been about a coin toss on it. This time he gives a rifle over as well. One of his counterpart on the other side, so Complexity to be thinking that lucky stars to find first blood and an AK upgrade this early on. JT gives it to Grim because it's Grim, John.
Yep. He's your entry fragger, so just hand it on over.
He's your everything fragger. That flashbang. They spotted the ankle. Oh, the elbow rather. You know, the other part of your limbs. Right, so that boost is going to be punished, and now everybody's here in the site. It's going to be a massacre either way. DJ traded out 1 for 1. That was a dink. spicy, perhaps? But with everyone here, there's no way they get away from this. FaNg takes down Bowden. Pressure on to Swisher. Oh, it's down to the 1v2 for Pluto. They don't know where Pluto's coming from, though. But they're going to play it safe to him. A smoke up. Not quite going to be there. They get the bomb off. At least there's the information. And there's the kill from FaNg. Again, it's the eco rounds. It's the ecos that elude ATK. The rounds that should 100% guaranteed be theirs come apart at the seams here.
Oh, what a shame there for ATK. I mean, good work from Complexity at the very least, going around those smokes and just hitting those pistol shots, chipping away at the health of ATK. But it's FaNg who grabbed that AK, which was given up early on in the round, of course, by MisteM. And that is the difference maker right there. So MisteM, we talked about it. He likes to go for that early peek into tunnels, but this time it's cost his team the round. Bowden going for that boost. I thought it would turn around after Complexity were spotted out in that boost, right? But no.
Yeah.
They kept it together.
Yeah, they certainly did. Kept the pressure up as well. And that's the thing that's got to be frustrating for ATK, right? You had the bodies there. You had the read. You had the rotate. You had the numbers.
Everything. Everything.
Didn't have the kills. That's a nice first one for Pluto. And just to slip away, trying to keep the pressure up on this. The Molotov might funnel him forward and upward. I know they've got him hemmed in. Or at least they have a pretty good idea they might have him hemmed in. So they really want this kill on Pluto. And they won't get it! Alright! A little bit bold there from FaNg, trying to catch him slipping. But eventually they will find this. They will have the catch. The caveat, though, is they don't have the man advantage.
Yeah, that was a really expensive frag to find for Complexity.
hallzerk! hallzerk! Trying to do it with a pistol! That's a little awkward. Ah, does make it feel a little bit better, though. You've taken down the one big expensive gun for ATK in this round. And now it's up to the Deagle. Now it's up to the Deagle. FaNg's coming, but MisteM's got to do it in the beginning. They're not checking this spot, and he's got the shot. Knows the next is here. Dancing around the dice box, and MisteM comes up huge for his squad once more. Oh, my goodness. We're back to a tied game as we head into the last round of the half.
What? MisteM, those shots were so ridiculous. How does he get the 2K there and not go down against both AKs barreling down in his direction? I have no idea, but what a play from him. It's the pistol round this time for ATK that comes to fruition. Bowden had the op as well, and he didn't even get anything done. So you thought once the op goes down, the round is over, but not to be. The IGL for ATK is heroic. 7-7. All tied up. Bobby not going to find the opener. Thought he could get Bowden, but Bowden flicked on him and takes him down. So a 5v4 on a buy-up that's kind of messy for Complexity because the economy wasn't really there.
Slow things down. Minute 5 hits the clock. ATK still doesn't really have a read on where this is going. Content to play with their advantage. They've got 3 in towards the B site. They've got the numbers in the right place for the way this hit looks to be developing. With a smoke up, this is going to delay things yet further. There's, I think, one more smoke in the hands of Swisher. That's going to come right in now. Trying to provide some cover for the Toxic player, but it's a 1-for-1 trade there. And now the pressure's on. The rotates are here, though. The bodies are here. Everybody's going to be here. It's going to be a massacre one way or another. This bomb is going down. My goodness. HK don't want to contest, so they plant right under their noses in the guise of the smoke. Oh, the stack up with the flashbang actually comes against them. It was FaNg's flash. But Grim still gets pelted with bullets. And that's going to be a final round for ATK. At least a lead here on their CT side, John, as they take us in towards the half. Bada bang, bada boo, we're back. Into the fun here. Alright, fun under the sun. As ATK holds a slim lead over Complexity. This pistol round will determine whether they keep it.
I don't know, Mike. That CT side was, I mean, they recovered at the very least on ATK's end, but could have been stronger, should have been stronger, and I don't know if it's enough to beat the Complexity squad and Overpass. That is the bomb, found by hallzerk.
Ooh. Bowden has a molly, but right now he's wishing it was a smoke, right? You can't really cross that angle, and now Complexity are just going to flood up to defend the bomb. They don't need to bother with the B site. They just need to have crosshairs onto these different angles that they can be contested, they can be challenged on. And they're taking this space as well. Bowden actually mollies his own bomb.
Yeah, that's going to say.
Maybe he was hoping that'd go a bit deeper. I don't know. Either way, kills coming up Complexity, and, well, it's going to be Swisher on literally 1 HP. And he's about to be put to rest. Playing the headshot angles, trying to extend this 1 point of health as far as he can, but let's be real. There's no world where he's getting the bomb back, and hallzerk will make sure of it.
Yeah, that's a bit of a Mr. O'Malley by Bowden. Perhaps he was hoping that somehow it would guise off an angle for him so he could get a headshot, but I don't know. That was just weird. You're literally mauling off the bomb that you need to recover. Oh well, ATK. Just gonna put that one behind them as Complexity tie things up, and we'll be able to get a couple of M4s up here and 3 MP9s around them. ATK without that bomb plant, they're gonna opt for the eco. 4 Glocks, the P250, and a flashbang. That's it.
Well, this MP9's about a minute. Oh, he gets dinged. All right. Still gets 2. That's something. But not exactly the cash farm that they were hoping for. Lock damage down here. Can be pressure on. Big kill from Floppy to keep from getting out of hand. Swisher wants to face. Complexity maybe feeling a little bit less chill about this than they were hoping for. But here we go. All right, hallzerk should be about to make some money. These 2 players are low. He's got the MP9. He's looking the wrong way. Ooh. There we go. Bomb delivered. It's just Pluto with 10 HP. He's a goner. He's done for.
Yeah, a little bit of hesitation there, understandably so, the way this round was going. But, yeah, he does go down, and that will be that. hallzerk, I mean, got a little trigger happy there, honestly. Could have been a bit more patient. That angle is not the easiest to lock a player down from, and eventually he slipped away, and he gave away his position. Luckily, he was good for it, went up the stairs, locked down that shot, and hit the head. So, 9-8 in favor of Complexity. They do indeed take the lead, even though it got a little hairier than they would have liked in the anti-eco. ATK off of that previous round save will bring in the AKs across the board and a good chunk of utility. Not as much as they'd like, but it should be enough to get a proper execute going. Swisher in the meantime gets naded down to 55. ATK gonna face off first with FaNg. They will win the battle and the follow-up as well. And DJ finds himself the 2K to make this a 4v2 and now a 4v1. Explosive stuff from ATK, and Complexity in fact challenges quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, Complexity really wanted to fight for that connector hold. If you've ever wanted a visual demonstration of the sunk cost fallacy, I think that's what that was, right? They were so committed to bringing back those kills, but they just kept giving up bodies, and so they wind up just being hamstrung from the beginning of the round after that. So, ooh, spice, a little bit of heat. Let's see. I mean, this is likely just going to be a save of the 1 rifle. I can't imagine that Floppy's going to go for this. But it does give ATK a leg up very early on off this first gun round. What's the money like for the CT side? It's not phenomenal. A buy certainly comes out in the next round, especially with this saved rifle, but I don't think you're getting any ops up. So it's not going to be great to start this half. Damn, John, I am a snotty man these days.
Oh, Mike, I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm sure the folks at home can hear that in my voice right now, but yeah, it's you know, you just get a little bit of the fun travel bug.
You were literally invulnerable last year. Like nothing hit you at all when you were going to the events, and finally, I guess something got you. At least it's only a gold,
Some.
though.
It's a minor. I think it's just a
Yeah.
minor goal. So it'll be all good. We got a little time out here going on
Yeah.
as they look to settle
Well,
things in, figure out how they're gonna approach this round.
Mike, some pretty interesting news. Patch just came out,
Oh,
and yeah, the op doodle lore has been replaced with the op duality.
well, it was stolen art, right?
Yeah, exactly. So it happens way too often, honestly.
Yeah, you think they do like just a one of those like reverse image search tiny eyes or whatever, tin eye.
Hmm.
Just check, right?
For real, like, why does this have to happen after the fact? Valve makes so much money. You think they could just afford to look into this or pay someone to?
Indie company.
It's okay. They fixed it now. It's just gonna make a lot of people sad because liked skin.
Was the new skin good?
It's okay. It's colorful, nice. It's not the same though. I mean, I don't think it has the same effect. Yeah.
It'll never be the same. You'll never replace him. See if they can do it in this round. Ooh, this is kind of an interesting setup here at the divider, right? Because FaNg's going to take first contact, but then Grim's right behind. Oh, no, FaNg's not actually facing. So they've slipped past. DJ's got the angle. There's right here. There's the first kill, though. Now they know. Now they spring. Now the quills come out of this porcupine, and it's a massacre. The bomb's down. It's just left to one. Swisher on his lonesome. What a recovery for complexity. See if Swisher can make this interesting, but no, the flashbang's good. The kill is better. And that's around the complexity needed, right? This prevents the economy from getting completely out of hand. This puts them back on top early.
Oh yeah, what a great little combination FaNg and Grim pulled off there. Fantastic read. They hit all their shots, and then the support with the flashbang to flush out the last player, Swisher. Perfectly done from complexity, and like you said, they keep their economy under control, and they get themselves into double digits. 6 rounds away are complexity from securing not only this map, but the series, and heading on to the semifinals.
MisteM taking space. Gonna get his bell rung. First blood found. Doors popped off, though. There's a chance for these deeks to work. Oh, FaNg wants a fight, and he wins it. Always gotta make you nervous on those headshot angles. Speaking of headshot angles. The next contender steps into the ring, and FaNg will deliver another knockout blow. So it's just the one, it's just the Glock, it's just the Bowden. Maybe he could kill FaNg. Maybe.
Perhaps.
But he's going to have to do a whole lot of work before we even consider the possibility of this round. And you're not going to do any of that work, John. No work.
Nope. None at all. The expected result in the anti-eco there.
Is it the expected result in this series, though?
I mean, yeah.
In this series?
But look, complexity, I think they've only lost one anti-eco. They lost to Force Spy this time. But the anti-eco they lost was on Inferno. So...
Ancient history.
Yeah. I think ATK is the one. They're the ones that are struggling more for sure, because there was another round here on Overpass that cost them, and pretty much cost them the lead, I would say, at this point, with how close it is. To be honest, I did expect it to be potentially a little more one-sided in favor of complexity, given ATK's recent change and new roster player, right, and their inconsistencies as of late. But no, they've been really playing blow for blow.
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't been bad for sure. This could be the round where they start to put them in the rearview mirror, though, and that kill early on the MisteM is certainly not going to make that harder. It's just spam right into the connector, finds a pick. What you like to see if your complexity. They've gotten light on the A presence, favoring that 4 stack towards B early on that we saw ATK employing a lot. Now they'll float the second player up, though, and we'll need to go and look at. Looks like we might have engagement here towards the upper site.
Oof. hallzerk cleans bonus block there, and DJ response. Can he get a second? Well, it's actually Swisher trying to engage with Grim, and he goes down. 4v2. Pluto and DJ have gained some space, and DJ does get that second a little later. The thing is, FaNg's right around the corner, and FaNg delivers to. He will ensure complexity get a 12th. Yep.
They had no clue. After they killed Grim in that position, they're like, surely there's not another guy here. But FaNg, look, when we talk about that line between baiting and masterful play, that was right on the right side of that line. Did he bait his teammate? Maybe. Did it win them the round? Yes. So, down to the pistols for ATK again. Not a lot of util to show for it. At this point, 2 flashes. Hey, that's going to be tough for ATK. Seems like they're just going to slam their faces in towards this B site, see what they can find. With FaNg already clearing some space in towards connector, it should be relatively comfortable posturing for complexity. And there's first blood found. Monster going to be the issue, perhaps, but the flashbangs are good. Floppy trying for some cleanup. He's got to. And it's clean for Cole. So the piggy banks are overflowing. At this point, the lead is built up to 4, and it's all coming up complexity.
Yeah, I mean, Complexity couldn't have asked for a better situation for themselves. I mean, 10K for 3 of their 5 players. hallzerk and Grim a little low in terms of economy, but the rest can support them. A 4-round lead, 3 more required, and you're facing off against an ATK squad that doesn't really have that much money in the bank if they lose this following round. Sure, the loss bonus is racked up, and it will be, I think it might already be at 3,400, but either way, you know, you have ATK who are on the ropes. They need to find a round.
I do indeed. Do indeed. Seems like we do have a pause coming in here.
This might be a technical pause.
It is. It is. The HUD is angsty. Hopefully it won't last long. I would check what the cause was, but if I do, I'll show you folks console. And that's a big no-no. I'm not allowed to do that. Very, very frowned upon. In production culture, that is considered a dick move. So I will avoid doing that. And it seems like the issue's already been resolved. So we're back in. We're back in here. We're into the fun. We're into the fray. We're into the game. And we're into a very critical round for ATK.
Yes.
Much needed round. Gonna be an engagement here on construction. JT postured aggressively. That's a big pick from MisteM. Huge kill. The in-game leader, again, just about leading his team. I think Pluto may have one more frag, but MisteM has been heavily involved in all their engagements.
In terms of impact frags, nice shot from Pluto. Catches off FaNg, getting a little too aggressive down long A. But in terms of impact frags, MisteM has had the majority of them. Grim and Floppy get a couple, but they're both treated back. It's all up to hallzerk with the AWP in his hands in a 1v3.5. I have to say, even though they've got a lot of money, Mike, probably save it.
It's not infinite money. They've got a lot of money. They don't have all the money. Saving up would be good here. In a low factor situation, right? You play the long game.
Yep.
You gotta know when to hold them. You gotta know when to fold them, John. You gotta know when to walk away. This is that third situation. But hallzerk,
Fold them.
Oh, he wants a little more. No, there's not enough time. There's not enough time, hallzerk. I mean, that is a really impactful kill, actually. There's certainly not enough time for more, and MisteM's managed to salvage the op and sneak it away.
Pluto's trying to close the gap here. He
he's fine.
could find him.
He's fine. Pluto just let him know he's here.
Okay. Still, ATK, they find that all-important round, but you mentioned it. hallzerk getting that frag does hurt the economy a little bit for ATK, making this round more expensive than they probably would have liked. We'll see. I mean, we'll see if it has an impact long-term. As complexity will have plenty of cash, and they should have plenty for even the next round, perhaps even the round after that, should they lose the following 2. But that's not the plan. That's not on the drawing board for them. MisteM going to be heading through tunnels. We'll see if he can boost it up, and he does a lot of damage, but cannot find the frag. MisteM delivers one, and JT immediately finds the trade. He will fall back to the B site proper. Doesn't want to overextend, and good idea because Swisher was right there. Did FaNg just miss him?
He did. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
the
they don't know
timing.
Swisher's up. No, they do. They do. They've got the information. That nade says they have that
Okay.
information. So they're hoping to
Okay.
bait in a second player to join Swisher. This is a really risky setup, right? It commits 3 of your players in towards this B site without a lot of information. You haven't seen anything for a while now. eventually going to have to give this up. When they give it up, it's going to be an audio cue, which will then tip off the players here that something spicy's going on. hallzerk spotted. hallzerk spotted one. He's got the information. He's trying to spot a little bit more, but the smoke's going to go down. That should buy him some time for his teammates to rotate up, for them to help him out. I don't want to risk the smoke. hallzerk going to commit further into the off. This is so spicy now. And ATK's actually rotating down. 44 seconds. This is getting risky. There's a player still at Toxic. JT, caught with the utility in hand. He gets the gun back up, but not in time. Not in time to snap around. And though they get the kill up top, they're out of position. And Floppy's now dealt with in heaven. This could be it. This could be the round. Swisher, though, brought low means that it's down to the 2v2 now. And the health does favor Complexity, but the bomb is down for ATK. And so time is their ally. DJ will fight forward. Trying to get a bit more of a cheeky angle here. Oh, Bowden strikes first with the AWP, winning out that particular duel. Now they have no idea that DJ slipped past them, and that's going to be the round for ATK.
Oh, really good post-plant positioning there from ATK. DJ waiting over at Graffiti, and Bowden was hovering between, I believe, was sandbags and towards Monster. So well played from him and the rest of the squad, as ATK will indeed find their 11th. As mentioned, should still be okay in terms of a buy-up here on the Complexity side, but ATK, I mean, they've really been resilient, to say the least.
Yeah.
Timeout going to be called as well, Mike.
I think that comes from the ATK side.
It is, yes.
So, you know how critical this one is, right? This is your situation. This is your situation to break them. Situation to move down the stretch. To make this a full 30-round game. Or it's a situation to see that opportunity slip you by. So what's the strat? What's the move here for ATK? Last round, I mean, it was the late rotation, right? That was a very gutsy late call to bail out once you've been spotted by the AWPer. Because you had him isolated. You theoretically might have had an opportunity, but they elect to move back around, risk running into the clock, running into the, a stack that hadn't moved, a sticky stack, and it was spicy.
Yeah. Worked out, though.
Heavy presence fountain early on. Close the playground as well. Oh, I don't know if that jump spot was seen. Think so. hallzerk's going to reposition. Get interesting with FaNg down in the connector as well. He's being pressured. It's a bit more of that default. They've taken the aggressive control here towards the construction, but Swisher's heard it. He spams for it, and actually does dink up Floppy, so that's a great find early on. The flashbang's good. The kill, though. Oh, FaNg makes a mess of it. He can't find the connection on the bullets, and now, hallzerk gets caught with his back turn. It's all a catastrophe. It's falling apart here for Complexity. That one kill, it's a domino effect. Will they catch DJ? Kind of locked out of the sight. This could get weird. This could get spicy, but no. Instead, kills come in. A cacophony of them for Complexity. And now they're trying to pressure towards the B side, but they've got no information. They've got no positioning here. And they still have JT to deal with. We might just give them the old wraparound. I don't know where JT's playing from. They've got the op scoped up on the right angle. Complexity seem content to play the retake. Slipping away towards Monster as well. The man advantage for Complexity. But what can ATK do? MisteM and Boat. These guys have been difference makers. MisteM in particular is trying to wrap around. And he might actually catch JT off. Does JT have the idea? The presence of mind to expect that wrap? Floppy's now dropped. That's going to distract JT. And no, he's dead man.
Oh,
now it's all just down to the one. Oh, the patience there from MisteM. The tap comes in. They need to go. They need to check this. But Grim knows. And he's done for.
These two in the post plants have been ridiculous. They are playing Complexity like a fiddle. They caught two players completely off guard with some phenomenal movement. And wow, I love it. I mean, look, ATK have struck back here 3 rounds in a row, and they have broken the economy of Complexity. We're up 13-9, everything going their way. And all of a sudden, nothing is. They've got 3 Deagles, a 5.7, and a USP, and ATK. I mean, one thing is a lot of these rounds have been very close, so the economy isn't exactly built up for ATK, but Bowden and MisteM in particular have been really potent.
The scariest of things to an ATK fan. Pistols on the other side. Surely not again. No armor even this time. Tiny scraps of utility. Surely not, John. Surely not.
No. I, can't- I don't think so.
Well, they're rotating to the wrong site. Or are they? Unless. Just baiting us on the minimap. I don't even know anymore. It's going to funnel them in towards B. 3 players up top. They don't have the numbers on the right side. Here the pressure comes on through. There's not much here in terms of guns. Floppy dodging utility. Oh, almost had that shot. Doesn't have the connection, but JT will on the follow-up. Bomb's not down just yet. They're thinking about backing away, maybe. MisteM taking that forward angle. Surely they have to just come in. MisteM's doing all the work for the moment. Until he gets dropped. FaNg. Oh my god, FaNg! FaNg with the deagle! He just needs one more. He's just heard the pickup. He's just heard the pickup. He knows Pluto's here. Waiting for the second one. Pluto to bait that. One more shot needed. Oh! FaNg! It goes just wide. That was nearly the deagle play of the year already. But FaNg can't seal the deal.
Those shots, ridiculous, especially the third one. Unreal stuff coming through from FaNg, but he just cannot get that last one. 8 seconds left, right? He knows that the bomb needs to be planted, but decided to play it more passively instead of trying to get aggressive with it. And unfortunately, in that situation, it was not the correct call. But still, he makes it really expensive for ATK, so they have to reinvest 4 rifles. And now, this time around, Complexity will have the full-on buy-up. A turning point on this map.
Thing is, this round's gonna be so huge as a result of it, right?
Yep.
The economy's so brittle now for ATK. Let's see if they can strike while the iron is hot, if they can shatter this. MisteM aggressively postured. The timing works out for him. JT is looking to clear Con, and he gets caught, and it's his second follow-up as well. Oh, now hallzerk wants to come into the exact same angle. This could be disastrous. hallzerk will track one. At least bringing back that kill, but FaNg's stuck between a rock and a hard place, and DJ turns out to be the hardest of places. hallzerk, I don't even know if he realizes MisteM's still in this angle. But if he peeks out, he's a dead man. And with a 4v2 now, every advantage goes the way of ATK.
Oh, he saw him.
He spotted him. Just going back behind the pillar. Knows he's got him dead to rights. Knows he's got him completely dead to rights. He's in the scope even. And MisteM got that one and the sight for free. And this just has to be a save for Grim. Yo, MisteM has been going insane this half.
Yeah. I mean, there's no doubt. What is he sitting at now? 26 and 17 with that 3K on the round. 5 frags ahead of Pluto, who I believe was leading the charge until MisteM decided to go completely ham here. And it will be a 14 to 13 lead for ATK. Is that their first lead? No, it's not. They were up 8 to 7 at the half. I'm sorry, Mike, but
Yes. They had an 8-7 lead at the half range.
they have not had more than a 1-round lead throughout this entire series, though.
That is true. See if they can get a 2-round lead this time.
Well, maybe.
I mean, money's going to be borked for Complexity.
It
They're
is,
at
yes.
max loss bonus at this point, but what do you put around this rifle? How much do you invest? You get to keep the rifle at least. Oh,
Yeah.
that was a question. That was a question mark.
I say they save. I say they just light buy it most and just try to hope that this rifle will be able to come out with something.
They disagree. They're gonna
Well, I said light buy.
Okay. All right. That's not full save. They're gonna go in halfies. I mean, the Deegs did some serious work right before. Can do it again.
You got the Deegs, you got the A1S. You never know. And ATK are going to go for this control of playground early on. All 5 players head in this direction, and 3 of them, in fact 4, already towards long
Look
A.
at this from Grim.
There's a flank.
Oh, this is gonna get so cheeky. They recognize they don't have the guns for an out-and-out fight, so you get spicy with it. You get cheeky with it. You go for the flank. You try and
this is
isolate the
so
player
good.
party. Does he look for it? No way. No way, no how.
But
No
does he go
world.
for the frag or does he leave it?
Oh,
Okay.
he didn't finish him. Okay. Oh, okay. But now they're just going to funnel in towards because they know there's a flank coming in. They know the rifle's here, so good damage. Not a kill. DJ survives the P250 of hallzerk. And they're in towards the bank. They're going to be in towards the plant. This is very recoverable. There's another gun back up, so they've sent FaNg all the way around the world to retrieve it. Floppy gets one.
Oh.
Floppy gets a second as well. There's the
FaNg!
flank coming in from FaNg. It's down to the 1v3. MisteM. There's plenty of time still for these complexity players to work. MisteM needs to go up huge for his squad once again. He gets the first, but no more. And this is another round where ATK cannot put away an inferior buy. The one rifle working on the flank gets them just enough of an opening. And the pistols seal the deal.
Unreal. Look, I mean, yes, there was a rifle for complexity, but still, ATK probably should have had an eye on the flank at the very least to see what was going on. It's a freebie frag towards towards party. Excuse me. The thing I was thinking about is, right, he spots at the player party. Maybe he just walks all the way long A and gets an even bigger advantage on the flank. But it worked out for complexity either way. But yeah, exactly.
It was a good play, but what he wanted to do is he wanted to quickly kill that guy party and then swing on to see if he could flank somebody, but then he realized he didn't kill the guy party. He's like,
didn't work out.
That's why you have an AK instead. One shot, headshot, easy. Yordle the turtle boost, it nets you nothing for ATK, but it does waste some time. This aggro position at the bench is going to be interesting. This is really bold from complexity. Now hearing this noise. Bowden, gets caught on the timing. That's the bomb as well. Had the right idea there for Grim, but hallzerk finds a kill elsewhere to keep the advantage in favor of complexity, and they have this forward positioning. So it's just coming right into the angle. The flashbang is good. And so he gets him off the angle. But he doesn't expect the second. Floppy keeps the advantages back in their favor, dumps the util as well to get him back in towards the site to make sure he can't just get overrun. You got the long flank developing. That's FaNg going all the way around the world. Now with hallzerk now in towards heaven, if they cross his sight lines, he's going to feast. Smoke goes down to cover that off, but a Molotov counters it. Utility raining in from both sides, but this is really just to slow them up for that monster flank. And there it comes in. No, it's just Floppy still. They still don't know about this flank. They still don't know, but it was all distraction. And there, FaNg sinks in from behind. Map point found for complexity. It's been a shaky road to get here, but with no bomb plant in the last, can ATK really provide much resistance here?
That bomb plant was so important and they couldn't pull it off. If they get it, they have a pretty decent buy-up, a little bit of util as well, but now it's 3.2k as the highest amount of money that any player has here on ATK. What a great job by complexity, honestly, ensuring the trades come through. A lot of the key battles happening towards construction, and Floppy finding that trade afterwards, just not expected to be there, was the tipping point in favor of complexity. I love the way ATK played it, right? A good flashbang thrown. They find a follow-up frag, but they just didn't expect that amount of manpower to be there, and Floppy is able to tilt things in complexity's favor. So, 30th and final round of play, at least in regulation. This one's not over yet, but the buy-up is not looking that great for ATK. Look at MisteM. My goodness, he has just been carrying the team on his back in this second half. 29 and 20.
Trying. They need another carry job in this one. They need somebody to step up. They need a Euro. There ain't a lot to show for it. But they're going to go aggressive here. These footsteps, I think, are going to be heard by FaNg. He should have a lot of information about this. At least some information. A peek attempted. Oh, this is interesting. Now FaNg's developing on the flank. Oh, FaNg's going to flank out these long players. And know they've got him stalked. That's the tag actually up, but the kill comes in. They got pinched. And now they know they have to clear out the backlines. They have to be wary about this. How do they approach this fight? FaNg might actually get caught by Pluto. He's not going to expect him so close. This gets real weird. Real weird indeed. And indeed, FaNg does go down. So, equalized at least, but it's a cost of a minute of time. They've got this positioning in towards construction, but not a lot more. And at this point, they have a single smoke and a single flash, if I'm reading that correctly here, John?
That's right, yes.
They're going on out. That Molotov, decently timed. There's the tick. They know it's here, but it doesn't matter. MisteM still gets his. And JT, he's traded out. He's dropped. Uh-oh. Bomb's going down, and ATK They're just a couple quick kills away from making this OT. Big one from hallzerk. Big one from hallzerk. Now just all on the Pluto, the new man on the team. They've spotted him. They know he's here. They're peppering bullets around. hallzerk's come back to look for it. And that's going to be the killing blow. We're not going to overtime. We're not moving on. We're not getting a third map. Complexity close it in 2.
That is just such a tough situation to deal with, right? You're looking at Grim, you're focused on him, he jumps down, your crosshair follows him down, and then hallzerk peeks out at the perfect time and drops you. Ah, man, just complexity, everything going right for them in that round. And what really turned them around, Mike, was the fact that they started to get really aggressive into long A, into party, get those flanks, just get into the faces of ATK, who were really a little too comfortable, I would say.